Hello. My hair is turned white blonde. I don't have no more purple in it. I have been swimming a lot. So I want to sit there and I need a job. I put in an application over at a bar and I'm just going to do everything and go to the other bars because I have now two different types. I got one, my weed one, where it shows I work for a weed, and then I got one that it looks like I didn't work for any weed company, because a lot of companies won't hire people who smoke weed, even if you work for a company and you don't. It's just one of those things. So I went walking today, and I think I was out a little bit late because the powers that be decided I found this on the side of the road. This is what I found on the side of the road. I found this on the side of the road. This is it. I found it. I go live because it's much easier for me. It takes to put out a video. If I make a video and I edit it and I go through all this stuff in order for it to be put down, like say I would work on it, and the next day what I would do is I got 4 or 5 videos all at once. And what I would do is I would have videos. I called them I had about 10 videos. So when I go on vacation, I put out my videos. Still, that's why if you notice, I always put out videos at a time, because what I would do is I would edit them and then I would have them waiting in my, folders or whatever, waiting to be put out. And I would download it. It would only take a half an hour video. I used to do half an hour videos, would only take 10 minutes to download. Now it takes even longer to download. It takes about a half an hour for an hour video or longer. So it got to the point where I just got tired of it taking for such a long time. I started doing live videos because I figured it out. If you have a laptop, you can do live videos. If you don't have a laptop and you have a cell phone, you have to have, and this is the ironic thing of what YouTube thinks about, that you need to have 1,000 subscribers to have something on your phone. Otherwise, you can't go live. That's why a lot of people don't know why I'm going live. Oh God, look at that. I got all my clothes out here. Oh, there we go. That fell down today, so I got to fix it. Actually, did yesterday, but I was going to do that, and I had to pick up my friend from the airport. I'm like, get a call. I'm leaving in a couple hours, and I know it takes about an hour and a half or so. So, I'm coming from LA. Could you pick me up? They don't like driving and stuff. So they're flying and they wanted me to pick them up. I'm like, oh shit. So I get, pick them up, take them home, and you get talking about what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Couple hours later and talking about all the shit, and you head home, and there I am. So, yep. I got a little bit of my mud left. So, yeah, my son had doing my son is doing my air conditioning. What happened was I took my car a while back to a dealership here, and they had free, when you buy a new vehicle, you get it. I didn't buy it from them, but they offered a free oil change and all that. So what happened was get the I got it done, and suddenly I'm hearing my air conditioning not being as cold. Like I'm sweating at 100 degrees. It's a 2017 Jeep. It should not be that way. So I said to my ex, take it in and see what's wrong with it. There's something wrong with the air conditioning because he's complaining now. I'm like, okay, let's take it in. So we took it in and found out, they said that I had a part that needed to be replaced, and it would be about $4,000. and I approximately for a grand. I don't remember the real price, but it was expensive. So what happened was I said, "Oh hell no." I got insurance. I paid it yearly, and the insurance for it is a $500 deductible. And my son said he was looking at it. He said it looks like they let the freon out. They let the freon out. They added air in, and it could make the system not work properly, is what my son told me. He said, "Look, I filled the freon in only halfway, and it's keeping it cool." So I said, "Well, do what you want. I'm really happy. I just got tired of Come on in. I'm live. I just want to let you know I'm live."
Okay, I'm done, so you can drive the car around or test it around or whatever the fuck.
Well, it'd be better to test when it's like 100 degrees, or hot in the daytime.
Well, anyway, I put 535 grams of 560 or whatever the fuck the model said that put the Freon in there.
All right. Oh, my fob.
It's in the vehicle.
Oh yeah. Could I have it?
Yeah.
Thank you. So here I am, wondering why and I'm like, I said to Devin, one day we were driving, and I go, "Devin, I'm going to have to pay $500 to get this fixed," and Devin's like, "Really? Well, that's kind of expensive." So within a time, he was going to do his car, and he looked up, he goes, "I could do yours too." So my Jeep is now filled with Freon and everything because Trudeau wouldn't do it. They said that it would be just a waste of money. So I said, "Okay." I have my son looked it up how to do it and did it correctly, and now I have cold air. So, well, health wise, I'm doing good. I've it took the reason why I didn't go on here, I was coughing and sneezing so bad, and I was hocking up stuff for like a good 2 weeks. So here I am, I'm back. I'm trying to virus free. Uh, I really believe that I have, after being lied to by a doctor that I thought was really cool, I have no quims about it. This. If you come here out west, not just Pahrump or Nevada, if you come out west, the healthcare out here is about 100 times less fun than any other place. I have never in my life had third world country healthcare right here out west. It's here in America, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be where people's health is put on.
Your fob's so cold that it's icy.
Oh my God, it is. Oh, I am not losing that. That is $300 to repay. It's going right in my boobs. I don't care how cold that sucker is. So I'm really proud of most of my kids are really exceptionally smart. I'm like amazed. My daughter Natasha is a manager, and then I think she's a manager. I always call her the manager lady. She's extremely driven and an amazing young lady, and my son is extremely smart and a big nerd. Of course, I'm so broke that my D&D club, no, it's not. My dad is not allowed. My dad, when he was living, was not allowed to do Michigan D. Yeah, he was bad. When I was a teenager, he pissed off a lot of people. So my siblings said, "Yeah, Dad could do no, no, don't even go there because Daddy got kicked out of all the D&D places." My brother's like, "Really? You beat us on D&D too?" "I didn't beat you. Dad did. He got it kicked out." My dad, there was this is about the time a long time ago, D&D got really a bad flavor. What happened was people used to play D&D, and they'd act out all the things for the D&D. That means if you rolled and you killed someone, you pretended to do that. Well, guess what? Some joker said, "It's not good enough. We got to make it for real." So in California, a I would say a bunch of kids got together and killed each other. They played D&D in a different way. Game of Thrones D&D, you know? So I'm like, wow. So after that, a lot of the rules changed to where my dad's little shenanigans was not accepted. They just, you know, and that's just the way it went. And I figured, I am going to get my um, x-rays tomorrow and try to get them. So I will put my phone on. I'm still working on my documentary. And my documentary is talking about the healthcare and what I'm going through, what they as a just a regular woman going through and going, well, I'm not a drug addict. I'm not um, a person who is an alcoholic, and I'm not other things that would make my health where my stomach would get big, because a lot of alcoholics, if you ever notice, they have that beer. I call it the beer bum. You got that kind of bigger than stomach. People who drink a lot of sugar and alcohol, they got the beer body. So my group of friends said that if I didn't come tomorrow, they would kick me out of their group. So I told them, guess what? Steffi needs about 30 bucks in gas. I'll pay you guys back. But let me tell you, I'm broke this month. And they're going, really? You're broke. I go, I'm broke. So my D&D club is giving me money when I go in. Yeah, they've done it before, and I've been broke more than once before. So I have no quims or worries, So I'm just kind of peeved off with myself that I am not making the amount of money that I really wanted to. I thought that I would clean up in June and July and do well financially, but that's not going to happen, is what I see. I thought I got a dream job and I didn't. So I'm like, So that's where I stand on that. And I'm getting tired of no music. Alexa, play Mozart.
Shuffling songs by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart on Amazon Music.
So here's the whole point and the whole genre of everything. Okay. I have given up on any healthcare in the West because I think that, I'm going to be honest, I think the West has got the worst healthcare in the world. You want third world healthcare? Come out US. When you come out west, that's where you can get your third world healthcare. That's where it is. It's no longer overseas or whatever. It is here now. It's in the United States. And I have and the gas is so high that I can't even afford to go to my D&D, which my dad used to call it Dumb and Delirious Club. But my D&D club has told me, and I got messages, my phone blew up. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were that broke. Is that why you missed last month? Yes, that's why I missed last month in D&D. Hello. I'm like, so now my dad, he always called it the Dumb and Delirious. My ex said, is that some type of S&M? No. My brother-in-law Kurt would play D&D with me, and he's a cheater. So he went out to go to the bathroom. I made sure that fucker was dead. Oh, I didn't just make sure he was dead. I buried him. Yeah, he learned real quick. We cheated bad together. Playing D&D was probably the one thing that kept me out of problems. But like I said, over in California, they had a couple people, get all excited, and everybody, a lot of people got hurt, and a lot of people got, not a lot, people got hurt, and people got killed. I think one person died, and that was D&D club franchise and everything totally changed. So my dad, he would try his antics, and when he was living, he was not allowed. He had a lifetime ban. So when my siblings got older and they're like, my mom is mad at you, I go, I didn't do nothing. Dad, he wore, it was not to wear certain masks that they couldn't see or identify your face. So he would wear these weird masks that he would get, and he was so mad. So there's certain times you couldn't wear your outfit, and that was it. So my dad goes, okay, you know what, I can't beat him, I'm going to join him. So he decided that he was going to use the D&D thing, and he was going to do that, and he had to follow the same guidelines. That's what he was told. And because he had a lifetime ban, he was not allowed to run it. So then he said, well, then he wanted, because my siblings were younger and I was already out of the house, and my dad's like saying, hey, why don't you come over here and you can help run it. I go, oh, you're still got that lifetime ban, and your kid and my siblings are pissed at you. So what happened was, I'm telling someone I'm live. All right, so I'm going to go and share on my your channel. All right, here we go. Share. So anyway, I'm to that point where I said to a doctor what needs to be done for this and that, and now I got to get my images from the hospital. They didn't want to give it to me because they said that they gave the images to the doctor. They gave him a hard copy. They gave him a digital copy. So when I went to the doctor's office, he lost the hard copy and the digital copy. Okay. So when I waited there, instead of him going, hey, we maybe he thought I'd turned into a total Karen, because I turned into a total Karen and just ignored him and didn't want nothing to do with him. I just gave up. When you have a doctor who lies like Alexander did, when I went to the hospital to get the images and was told that he got the hard copy and a digital copy, and that he would know exactly what to do when he's seen that. That's what I was told by the doctor. So the only way I am going to go to a doctor is if I have my images from April 1st. So my theory is I'm going to go to the hospital about 9 o'clock or so, go there and demand my images. Get my images from April 1st, and hopefully it'll all work out. I want both too, I'm right there. They can send me on the email, and then it would be easier if I got a digital, because I can send it directly to the doctor. You can just forward it right away, and then I want my images. That's where I stand. I never had this kind of problem before, ever. I mean, this has just been the most horrible, horrible third world country. I mean, to have a doctor have a pissing contest to tell me that she runs 5 miles a day and I should do the same. And when I asked her if I should go on a 500 calorie diet, she goes, yeah, it'll do you some good. And by the way, I do have the audio. I just got to clean it up. And we will be playing the audio of that. But right now, since I'm fucking bored, let's have some, oh shoot, where did I put everything? So, I am smoking this. I don't got much left because I haven't been working and yeah. So I play Mozart because he's over 100 years. The music is over 100 years old and I get whipped. Now we have several really good, if you guys, if you're a doctor and you want to help me out, contact me down below. Leave a message, something. If you want to help me out in a way where you feel that you can help me in some way to find out my problem, and I will show my medical card and yeah, let's work it. I mean, I love the fact that here it is that we're in the 21st century, but why is this such a I guess you would just sit there and go, wow, So I had a doctor that literally told me, my dad said, it's not, when the doctor quits listening, they don't care about you. We had Dr. Kronk for, God, up until I was like 21. Yeah, I was 21 and still had my same doctor that I had since I was like 12. So I sat there and thought to myself, wow, this really sucks. She's not listening. So the only time she kind of listened was when I stood up. I said, you want to hear something fun? Let's play Fun Time. So I was sitting there doing this. And I said, wow, look, I got one reading here. And I said,
Well, tomorrow don't forget to test the vehicle so we know if the refrigerant leaks out or not.
I'm going for my D&D class. So
D what?
my Dungeons and Dragons.
What Dungeons and Dragons?
I've been going there, it's my special class.
You're being sarcastic.
I'm going to go and watch a movie with a friend.
Whatever.
So
I don't care.
So I'll test it out tomorrow.
Okay, I don't care if you're driving to the moon.
All right. Okay, here's this. Oh, that's my heartbeat. I have a heartbeat, and then there's other heartbeats. What I'm going to do is make a video of, oh, there it is. Whoa, this one's a bit high. This is 242, 141. All right. So I got heartbeats here, and you tell me, and then this is what my hypothesis, I'm trying to like be very open-minded, because I was told by the government, because they wanted me to work for them. The reason why, the one main reason why they wanted me is because I think out of the box, like way think out, like in their perspective, like, wow, I can solve problems thinking out of the box. So there's an echo, maybe an echo. Is there an echo? Like a, if you get like heartbeat, or maybe it has like, I'm trying to think this up because I only have one heart. Why in the fuck am I having 3 heartbeats? Maybe you can answer that, because I don't know what the hell's going on. I really don't. Today I did a, just like I've been dealing with, I did a pregnancy test, no pregnancy. That's what it's showing up. Now, I know that if you have certain tubal pregnancies, it is a death sentence. That's how a lot of women in the turn of the century died. They had a lot of pregnancies that just killed them to give birth. And it's making me think, do I have the same thing? Do I have a different, is this like a cancer? Is it cancer maybe having a heartbeat? I mean, maybe they can't. The doctors here are so dumb that in order for them to change their mind, they call their wife and ask them if they could, because they don't know how to. The doctors out west are so dumb, they will put someone's health in jeopardy just so they can get you out the door. My physician assistant was so stupid. She asked me, and she questioned, why do you only have birth control? And I said, I don't need nothing else. I don't have high blood pressure. Even when I was overweight, when I was over 300 pounds, well, I was I was 300 pounds. I didn't have high blood pressure. I was tired and bitchy, but so now I have been thinking to myself, I received a message from my doctor. They rescheduled me, and they were doing it to be nice. They were really nice. I really do like them, but I don't know if they can even help me, because out west is a third world country when it comes to your health. It is like you're going to Tijuana blind. That's how the health industry here out west is. Out west is not the best no more. As much as, certain people have put in songs, out west is the best. No, out west is not the best when it comes to health. It's third world country and then some. So would I suggest, if you have a family member that is ailing and you're moving out west because you're doing it for health, I hope to hell you got better health insurance than what I have, because I'll tell you this much. It's the most horrible health ever. So if I don't get my images from the doctors, from the hospital, I'm not going for that checkup or anything. I'm not going to go and talk to a doctor. I want the images so I can have, muscles. All right, so I'm getting a lot of texts. I got my D&D friends who I don't tell Devin all the stuff that I'm going through, where I'm going and stuff. I tell them I'm going to Vegas. I used to tell James, I tell my friend James or Chrissy or both of them, hey, I'm going to this address. I quit telling James because after going, I was fished. I was really fished. Okay, gotta hear. There was a guy I was talked to on Facebook, and he was just like a platonic friend. And his picture is kind of hot, So I'm like, he's kind of hot, he could be a hot grandpa or whatever, And he goes, oh, I'm not married. And I'm like, woo, even better yet. He goes, oh, we got a hot tub. I'm like getting all excited and going, all right. So I go and I text James, yeah, I'm going to go on a hot tub date. Here's the address. And I give him the address, and I was livid and pissed. Okay, a lot of times when I go on a date, I usually don't eat anything because, well, at first I was told by friends, and this is the reason why, because you could get poison. They could put stuff in there, make you tired, and they can have you as a sex slave or whatever. I don't know. Anyhow, what happened was I was in the hot tub before the guy. By the way, he fished me so bad. He wasn't a hot grandpa. He wasn't even hot. He wasn't even lukewarm. I think he ate the other guy. He was a huge man. I mean, I get it, okay? I get it, but he was really big. And I have no qualms about big men if I know what I'm walking into already. You know what I mean? I was fished. I got to know what I'm walking into. And I'm like, oh, shit. How old was that picture? Woo-wee, that was a lot. Oh, that was a lifetime ago. So, with that said, I get in, I change and do all that and get in the thing, and he took forever. So by the time he got in, I got out, got my shit, and I left. That's how I left. I was like, done. Oh, yeah. And then, he said, so you want to come over for a hot tub? I'm like, no. At the moment right now, until I know what's going on with my body, because I gave all of my kids the best health ever and my body and stuff. So to be healthier, I have given up alcohol for just a short time because I do love my margaritas. I make a very good margarita. But for now, I am just like trying to be super healthy. I'm to that point where I'm like, well, I'll just deal with the weed. That's it. I don't know what's going on. I would like to know. This has been going on for months. I hear my son out there. So, yeah, my dad used to call D&D Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, he got a lifetime ban. So, how did we deal with it? Yeah, Steffi ended up running it at my dad's house. He goes, yeah, I found a way around and told you my daughter would do it. Yeah. Daddy paid me. The only reason why I went down, because it would be like driving from Pahrump to, it would be like driving to Pahrump to, it'd be like driving from here to Vegas, like to my dad's house. But it was actually a lot easier, but not really. I just knew where to go because I've done it for so many years, So if you want to help my channel out, you like the content, you want to share it, press the like. It helps with the algorithm. I am smoking some I am smoking some banana. It doesn't taste like banana anymore, though. It doesn't. It almost tastes like ever since my the China virus, it doesn't taste like banana no more. It almost tastes like a different flavor, and I just haven't been able to figure it out yet. But that's about it on that. So here I am trying to figure out what to do in that perspective. I said, fuck it, I'm in better health than most women who are in half my age. Literally. After going to the doctor's office and seeing women who are younger than me, like way younger, and you're going, damn, you hit up. Oh my God, you're how old? My dad, yeah, my dad was typical, let's see, getting kicked off of Facebook all the time, using naughty language like you could not believe. They even said he made up a word they couldn't figure out, so they considered it naughty anyway and got him kicked out for a week. So here he is. All right, you got to understand this. My dad had no filter on his mouth, and he had a great, nice bank account so he could cover his ass. So it was funny. So anyway, I went walking and found this. Look at that, So. So if you want to help my channel, that'd be really wonderful. I am going to put down on there, I think I'm going to put, if you want a tarot reading, and what I'll do is I'll actually type everything out of what the tarot reading is, and I have a whole thing of, I take the picture, and you have a copy of the picture, and you have all kinds of stuff, and not only can I take a picture and type it out, I can email it to you right away quickly, and then I can also I snail mail it. You get the hard copy, and you get something you can print out at home. And if you donate $50+ you'll get an hour 60-minute reading, and you can cut it in half for a half an hour reading, or you can cut it into like fours, and you can give yourself a 15-minute reading, a friend and another friend and another friend a 15-minute reading. You can do whatever you want, but I'm trying to raise some money while I'm looking for a job, and I need to have some money in hand. My stock is poop. So, I just want to put that out there. I love, I'm going to be honest, without YouTube and going live and doing that, I don't think it would be I really don't think that I would be here, to be honest. I was able to vent and put out what I wanted to do. And that's when I came to a conclusion, people could say what they want about YouTube, but I came to a conclusion that if I want to kill myself and I'm unhappy in my marriage, I should get a divorce. It's not the point of worrying about what Joe Blow next door or my ex-brother-in-law thinks about or his family. I don't care anymore. I've come to the point that I just wanted to be happy. That's what I wanted. I really did. So anyway, yeah, tomorrow is we don't have a set time each month that we do the D&D, and because we're not including like certain prizes and stuff, it's just a bunch of adults that dress up. I'm not dressing up. I told them I'm not dressing up. They go, well, you have to wear makeup and look good. So I go, okay, because I'm a ferocious fairy. Don't laugh. I got stuck with that because mine that I got I worked hard, which was a sorceress. Yeah, I lost a bet. Yeah, the bet was I would. Let's not talk about that. Let's just. Yeah, it was a bet. I lost a bet. It was to moon somebody, and I opted out for my dignity and gave up. Yeah, I'm a ferocious fucking fairy. The FFF. So I'm very excited that I'm not going to have a hot Jeep. It was so hot and so miserable. So finally, so I've been having fun with the thing because I'm going to be very honest. Why is it? Do I have like is there a different way where I can have 3 separate heartbeats? How could I have 3 separate heartbeats? I was told they were my heartbeats. That's what I was told by the physician assistant. Do you know what she said? Those are your heartbeats. Really? I have 3 fucking hearts? So the physician assistant said I had 3 hearts and 3 separate heartbeats. One that would be 65, 78, and one that would go to 140, and another one at 180 or 120, and you have it going on. And it's no longer down here, it's up here. So I'm like, so are these cysts just getting big? Because let me tell you how big a cyst will get. On the side, because a cyst is actually, it's a vein that's just blurbled up. And it'll be on the side, and it will be like, kind of blurbly up, and it's not going to get this big. So I'm thinking, do I got cancer? Does cancer have heartbeats? Do you know? Do you know if there's a doctor out there? Is there a doctor? Are you a doctor? If you're a doctor and want to help me out, maybe I have to get a hysterectomy or something, and I could do that after January. I want to have a job for a while and and it takes time off. And if I have to move and stuff and I have to lift, I can't deal with a hysterectomy. I got to deal with crap that's here. So that's where I'm at right now. I figure if I tomorrow cannot get my images, I will not go for my doctor's visit because that's going to break her whatever. So thank you for the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. If you're a doctor in a house, is there a doctor who would like to help me? I need good, I'm not even talking great, good medical. Out west, I'm working on a documentary. So if you are someone who wants to help out in some way and would like to be on my documentary, I'm still trying to figure out what the name would be. I'm talking, should be Bad Medicine. Could I have the documentary call it Bad Doctors? I had a physician assistant and she was worse. She was the worst one out of them all. She, at least I could say, oh, hi. Thank you, Dan. So when I went to see a physician, I said, I got a problem going on. This is what I have going on. Could you help me? And the physician assistant, the only one here in Pahrump, said, I will run 5 miles. She told me it's fine. I had grown, I guess I call it my beer belly. I grow my beer belly. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? So that's what I've been dealing with. So I'm like, okay. And I consider I still have a better belly than most women in their 30s right now. That's what I'm working on, because I've seen some women, not just here in Peru, I'm talking Vegas, whatnot. I consider I'm doing pretty good. Because when I stand up, it doesn't look that bad. And I'm like, well, I'll find the solution, hopefully. I'm hoping to find a solution now. So I hope you enjoy this, David. I sit and I smoke and I just hang 10, this has been, I think, the best therapy for me in dealing with my divorce. I've felt that I felt that this has been my bitching thing, and I tell people, hey, this is what I'm going through. Look what I found. I found this at my walk. I walked. Look, God figured, the universe has figured I needed protection. So this was my protection.
Can I have your tool?
Hey, that's my new walking tool. Look at that. Look how big that sucker
It's a monkey
is.
wrench.
It's a
It's just a really gigantic socket, really.
yeah. So I found this on the side of the road.
Not monkey wrench, but I meant to say it's a socket wrench.
Yeah. Do you want it?
I don't. The only thing I could think of that would undo is maybe if you're redoing your brake. Not brake.
Well, I figure this would
brake-
be
not
good
brake
if
pad,
someone
brake.
wants to try to.
Maybe if you're undoing your disc brakes, maybe.
It's protection. My protection wrench.
I'm trying to think what would be needing such a huge size.
Found it on the side of the road and I walked. So. We're gonna do D&D. D&D. Always when my dad called it dumb and hilarious. He was so mad. So it's not a real high, it sorry about the music, but with Mozart never gets me in trouble. I put Imagine Dragons, I put other musicians on here. So if you are a musician and would love to work with me, I need to work on my I have my here, let me wait, where is it? Geez. Well, I'll have to find it later. So this is how I dealt with my divorce. If I felt bad or sad, I'd go on here and I would tell everybody, hey, I'm going through this and this and that. And sometimes Senior Psychopath would yell stuff. And it made it a little exciting. And yeah, it helped me get through. I really had a feeling, and I had such a feeling I didn't know how to approach my divorce, because the last 2 times that I asked Senior Psychopath, I said, I really would like to divorce you. It's just not working out. You're screwing the whole neighborhood, And I was always told it'll get better, and it never did. And you know how it goes. To make a long story short, I'm glad I'm finally going through the divorce. Yeah, I told my friend, because I want to do a shout out to Carol, Kathy, and to James and Chrissy and their bunch. Thank you for being there for me, for just being there for me. You know what I mean? Thank you. Because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be thinking about dating or going to see Dungeons and Dragons or doing whatever. I wouldn't be thinking about that. I wouldn't even be thinking about, I'd probably be gaining weight by now. And my shout out to my friends that I love very much that do care about me. Look, I got my new walking wrench. It's my walking wrench. It's called If You Want to Mess With Me, I Got My Walking Wrench. Woo. I am fun. I try to keep it lighthearted as much. That's why I get so off kilter. I've been working on this documentary, and I would love to have some doctors. They don't even have to. They can, how can I say this? We could change their voice to be something different, and they can tell me. You can even send a voice altered message if you want, and I could put it in my documentary. I really would love to see people to see the reality of the situation. That is America a third world country now? Are we getting third world? Let's, give them pain pills and call it a day. I mean, is that where it's going? We're not going to heal anyone. We're just going to make customers. Is that where it's at? I wanted to do a documentary called My Town. My Town, that's the reason why I got the new iPhone. I go, this phone is like 5 years old. I need to go and get a new iPhone. And there used to be a guy that worked at Verizon. I had the biggest crush on him. And I thought, man, I wonder if he's going to be working. So, not that I knew, I didn't even know if anyone who was working there and stuff. And I thought, well, I'm just going to go over to Verizon and take care of stuff. That's why I figured, and I'm going to upgrade and get a new phone and stuff. And that's when I met my friend. So, it's like you never know what happens. So I would like to state a fact that I should be divorced. Well, I will be divorced. I was told on a promise and promissory that I will be divorced this July. I will be a divorced woman. So, like anything else, it is, one of those things. So I go to D&D, and I was told that I had to dress up because I've been kind of mad because I used to really, I even wore this purple thing there, and I would get all gussied up and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not a sorceress, so I'm not getting all gussied up. And I was told that they brought fairy wings for me, and I told them I was going to wear them in front. I said, I'm not going to be a fucking fairy. I'm not going to be a flippin' fairy. No flippin' fairies. So, yeah, it's all fun and games, like I said, So I asked my D&D crowd. I said, my stocks are poopy and I am broke. Could you, I need gas money. Could I at least borrow? No, we're going to go. And they actually, because someone came up with an idea. If somebody doesn't have gas money and they can make it there, that there should be a small fund for gas. Since most people drive SUVs, they consider $40 or 20 to 40, they said, it's all in the, how, how much they have in their thing. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So anyway, my D&D crowd is collecting money. That's what they're doing. I know they don't have nothing saved. and they're going to go and give me money because they feel bad that I don't have it. So down below, give me some gas money. I am looking for a job. It helps with the job search. I am not spending money on anything else. I do not do any other drugs. I do my weed, and that is it. I don't even drink now because I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, maybe if I drink alcohol, it'll make whatever I have here get even bigger. Who knows? Maybe it's like a new alcohol cancer thing with crap. I don't know. Like I said, I wanted to work on one called Our Town, and Our Town would be like, how our town works, and all the little things we have, and the plus and minuses and all that stuff. And I was going to talk to all the people in the big thing, ask them, average people and people who are in the spotlight, like Worley, who is the sheriff, and whatnot, and just go around and talk to people and get an idea, where you stand. And then, yeah, that's been flushed down the toilet right now. But like I said, thank you, Carol, Kathy, James, and Chrissy. I really appreciate, if it wasn't for you guys, James and Chrissy, inviting me over to be Miss Weirdo Nanny. I am the modern version of Nanny. So, and here is Instant Joy. So tomorrow I'm getting up early. Like when I usually go to bed, I go to bed, I take my shower, I'm all clean, I'm good to go, and then I, get up and I put on my clothes and I head out the door. So this is where I stand. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need to know, I would love if someone could bring me a doctor who really can listen and really understands and gives me that, I guess you would say, Midwest or East, little, help. God bless, I can't find one single doctor. So I'm like, I'm playing Mozart because when I play any other music, I usually try to get people who are like musicians that are in Nevada. And let's look up. No tea, no tea. So anyway, what I've come to a conclusion and a reality of the whole situation is that I know that a lot of people think that we make a lot of money when we get a lot of views, and it's also how can I say this? It's how many people will go on our site and stay and watch that we will get paid. I don't get no money from YouTube at all. Zero money from YouTube. I just get the money I make. So I need a real miracle here. So I decided we're up to an hour. I usually go on for an hour. If I go, as long as I have somebody here, I'll stay here. But I'm going to say a prayer. I'm going to say, God, yeah, mighty smiter, yes. All right. I need a job that will pay my bills. You know, the Jeep note, which is quite big, and then I have my other smaller bills. I've kept up with the Jeep note. It's been very hard. Some of my other bills went to the wayside because of that, but that's okay. I like to let certain people see how I am. And yeah, I'm smoking weed and I'm bitching a bit, and I'm talking about my documentary. If you know someone in the health field who would like to even send me, just send me their voice. They can even change their voice or whatever and state how they feel, how people are being treated out west. I mean, they may say that, it's not as bad so far in the Midwest and the East Coast, but God bless, after you go to the west of the Rockies, it's like they just don't give a crap. I mean, the physician assistant pretty well told me she was going to get me all pilled up. That's the kind of feeling I got when she looked at me and said, well, you only have birth control pills. That's all I need. I don't need high blood pressure pills because I don't have that. I don't need no muscle relaxer because I'm good with that. I'm good with my muscles the way they are. So I told her what I would like her to look for and what was wrong with me. And she looked at me and it was crickets. I got a whole exploratory about her running 5 miles a day. Is this a pissing contest now? So it turned into a pissing contest. And then they did an ultrasound that was really quick. They turned the monitor where I couldn't see it and turned off the volume. Why? Yeah. So while I still have one person, I'm going to stay here till I have nobody. So I'm not begging for money. I'm just stating a fact. Help a fellow human being who puts out content that is funny, and I talk about funny stuff, and it's a truth. Anyone who has a doctor, even a set doctor, I would say that they're not getting the help. They're not getting proper care. God dang it. I really don't want to wear my fairy costume. They told me I had to wear my fairy costume. I told them, don't worry. I got a deal for that. My fairy costume. Damn assholes. God. This is my fairy costume. I told them I'm not wearing the bleeping wings. It's not going to be happening. My fairy costume. They said, you got a fairy costume? Oh, yes, I do. They know I'm pissed because I want to have my sorceress. And she knows that. Oh. She knows that she likes being a fairy more than I do, so I'm pissing her off to where she'll change back. So if you guys got any ideas, if you're playing D&D with some eccentric people who really get into it and they like being a fairy more than a sorceress, yes, then what I want to do is get a good idea. How can I piss her off to where she wants to take back so she could be a flippin' fairy again? Huh? Maybe I'll come in and I'll be like a fairy that look like I've been in a bar brawl. That's what I think I'll do. I'm so bad. Oh, God. So I was told if I miss again, they will kick me out. And then I told them I had no gas money. And they go, oh, that's the reason. Because most of the people, the players, I'm the only player that comes from Pahrump. And it's at Mindy's house. So kind of funny. I had a manager named Mindy. And she was a medieval thing, man. We could have put that manager could be put into a horror movie. She would have done just fine on her own. Whew. If you took off her clothes, you would be blind. She just was not a pretty person at all, inside out. It was just like, ooh. She got mad because somebody thought that was that mother and daughters work together. You know, like I was working with her and she was like the mom, the manager, and I was the bad kid. Because that's what one woman said, and I thought that the manager was going to kill me. Yeah. She was mad. You're older than me, and you look better than me. And I'm like, I lost most of my weight before I even stepped into a gym. I did all my exercises for most of the time at home because I just didn't have the money at that time. And then when I got the money, it was expensive. It was very expensive. I had to do a lot of back pay because I was charged and stuff. So yeah. That's why I didn't want to put out the money. And finally I said, I need another place. So if I don't care to shower here, I could just go do 20 minutes workout and shower there. Right. So that's what I, figure I'll do. So if you know a doctor who would like to help a lady with the blurble problems, I'd appreciate it. I got blurbles that weren't here before and it's blurbly, and I really hate that because I work my ass off to look good. I don't just sit around and eat bonbons and go on YouTube and bitch. I'm smoking weed and there's no bonbons here, but I did drink some pina colada. It was by Naked. That's the closest thing I've come to drinking and something that is named after an alcoholic thing, but no. I have been very good in being healthy, so I figure I would put that forth. So, yeah. So anyway, I got two. I had two people. Okay. This is my new walking wrench that I found on my walk. I figure it was late at night. Maybe the universe is telling me, you know what, you're a bit walking late. So here you go. Be safe. So I got my walking wrench. I would really appreciate. I didn't expect to get China virus from a stupid chick named Candy. When you blow in her ear, out the other ear goes your breath. Yeah. So, yeah. Spread it around and share it. Yeah. She was going, I feel so good. Yeah. So I've been going through my own thing, and I'm going to go, and hopefully I will be able to get my images. I still can't get it. You know, like I said, I'm not going to be a Karen. Tell me the truth, because when I'm waiting in an office for half an hour when I should have already had the talk and everything, I didn't get a talk. I got bullshit. When I get bullshit, I know what bullshit sounds like because I've stirred it up myself. And you got to come clean. You got to go to the patient, me, and say, look, I lost your images. I need you to come back another time. And I would have rescheduled. No problem. So I end up having to fire his ass, and, you know, there's nowhere for me to go. If you have anyone that can help me with my blurble problem, I'm not talking exercise-wise, but maybe we can talk about what we could do after this year, you know, into the next year, and see what I can do, because this is really pissing me off. Stupid damn doctors. They're so damn dumb out here. Oh, I'm just... So if you have anyone who's a doctor that would like to help me with my blurbles, I would really, really appreciate it. Anything, you know. And I don't want liars. No liars, you know. Because I'm coming with images. I'm hoping to get the images from the hospital for my doctor's visit. So if you have any to find into my crap January of 2023, please contact me. Leave your contact info if you want. You know, if it's like just something simple, you could put it, just put it in the thing, you know. If you're a doctor, it should be really, you know, most of your patients have your info, so just put it on the side there, and I will be happy to help me with my blurbles. I don't know what the going on. I'm trying to not be so crude because I had a dream where Grandma bitched me out, told me I was swearing too much on here, so that's... I had an ancestor dream. It's amazing. So here's to you, Grandma. I love you. So, trying to be a little more prude. I know that wasn't alcohol. That was called mud. You can buy mud. It's sent. It's online. And you get the mud. It comes in powder. And it's like dog sweat without any good mix. So I use a coffee creamer called Snickers. If I can find it. If not, I use a different one. I use a Snickers because it's nice. And it's just cuts through all the BS and makes it taste nice. And that's what I use. And then I put the water in and it's so good. So if you know somebody, put the information down there. I would appreciate it. If you know anybody who is a doctor who deals with blurbles, I would be very happy. I am tired of not knowing what the F is going on with my body. So, yeah. Well, there's 3. Hello. Hi. I'm Omega Forever Pro. I need a miracle. Do you have blurbles? No problem. Over here out west, we don't give a fuck. You know why? Because we just don't. We like to push them pills. And that's how I felt. So if you know anyone who is a doctor who would like to help me and who got ears, not an attitude, I would love to hear from you. I have some blurble. I work out and I do other stuff and I don't know what's going on. Now, I was told that I don't have ovarian cancer and that kind, but could cancer growth grow outside? Something else going on? I'm putting it out there because when I was told and lied to by a doctor that he had none of my images and stuff and he really couldn't help me, that's when I knew that it really, the healthcare and everything is just really crappy out west. If you're getting that kind of thing where they're going, we can do exploratory surgery too, and we'll play like Operation. Because that's what I kind of felt that, you know, he was putting out there, that he didn't know jack or shit and he just wanted to play exploratory surgery. Not because I needed it, but because he just didn't know what the hell to do. I'm just so tired of stupid people. For once, I just want to have some smarter people than me, you know? Then I could just go, God. Not with common sense, no. Most smart people don't have common sense. Because people with common sense and smart, that's a hard thing. I love my dad, but God dang it, he had no common sense. He would not have stayed with my mom that long. Woo! So anyway, I had, yeah, I'm hoping to get my images tomorrow. Then I can call the doctor and not, find out if it's a good Lord. If I don't have to drive, that's good. Because I don't have the gas money. I really don't. So if you want to help through this gas crisis of crapness, Omega Forever Prump would like to say, hey, give a little. If you go through PayPal, just give me your email address. Do not tell me what you want to know. I will find out. I will give you a tarot reading on a piece of paper that you will read. It will be very good. One tarot reading per, I would say one tarot reading per donation. So if you want to give, donate, like to help, that would be great. Good and high and happy. You can vape. Vaping and bitching. Oh God, that's what I missed. For 2 weeks I couldn't taste jack or shit, so vaping was like, I have to, because it's in the taste too. I make my own vape, and this was called Especial Stuffy vape. It was so good. So here I am. I have had my hopes and everything dashed because I really wanted to work on a documentary that wasn't about health. I wanted to work on a documentary that was a fun one. It was working with, our town. And I had that feeling of, oh yeah, and it didn't happen. I end up getting more pissed off. Each doctor that I've seen, I get more and more agitated and unhappy because I wasn't receiving any answers about my blurbles. So. So that's where I'm at now. I was told July is the month I'm getting divorced. It's official. I will be divorced in July. I need to have a job, so I need a prayer. I know a lot of people make fun of me, asking for prayers, and I'll pray for you and all that stuff. Well, if everything needs it, you need it. Oh, it's just sometimes it makes me. So I really, really, really need a miracle. And if you think about me, light a candle for me, hope good things, send me love in some way or another. whatever it is, I really do need it. And I don't care what religion it is, what you believe in. If you're American or you're not American, I don't care. I don't care what religion, what color your skin is, or if you're an alien. I take all of it. And that's how I feel. It's like I said a while back, here it is, I've told the doctors my problems. I've come with this, and they have literally short skirted everything. And you're like, well, shit, this blows. I was told by a medical, a physician's assistant to live with it. That's what she told me, to live with it. Mhm. Hi, Terry. Look what I found on my walks. I now have a protection wrench. So, there we go. If anyone here in America would like to help me and my blurbles, leave a message and I will get back to you. I really would. I need blurble help. Wow, I got 5 likes. Wow. And this is not a scheduled day I go on. Usually it's like Monday and Friday, but man, I'm hoping to, just have people know about me. And I also have a book out. I have an ebook out called How I Lost Weight and Ruined My Life. That's how I felt. I'm going to be honest. I liked being fat in a lot of ways. It was a lot easier when I was blurbled. Well, it was a lot easier when I was big, in a way, because I nothing changed, and I was happy with that. I was happy being asleep. I really was. So the book is talking about when I started losing weight, how people reacted. I put out that as for a woman, you would think that you would be happy somebody isn't going to be morbidly obese. They're looking, better, not just outwardly, but inwardly. It's such a thing for you, You're getting out, you're moving, you're doing that. I was actually approached by several women for my work to quit exercising and to quit losing weight. Kid you not, they were mad because some people were noticing me, and I really didn't give a rip. I really, I was married and I really didn't care to have other problems in my life, because I think I lost the fat off my eyes and the fat from my ears. My husband was having an affair next door, and I could see and hear, doesn't take this to go along. All right. Ooh. So if you want to help me not only look for a job, but to have gas in my gas tank and maybe pay a couple bills, help me and my PayPal account down below, I would be very grateful. And if you leave your email, I will do a tarot reading for you. If you don't want a tarot reading, you can just put it in a note, no tarot reading, thank you. And if you know a good doctor that would like to help me out, I'd be very grateful. I got blurbles that have issues. Blurble issues. Well, it's just But anyway, if you have any way to get a hold of a good health physician who's really good and honest, yeah. Well, since I have nobody here, I'm going to go. That's my cue to leave. So, mwah. I love you guys. Have a safe and wonderful evening. And if you're watching this later, doesn't matter. Have a safe whatever day, evening. I love you. Life is precious. So please, if you ever feel that you're at the end of your rope, message me, email me, or whatever. I'll get to you and I'll talk to you.